You know, I talk a lot about, you know, women because, well, that's my kink is submissive women. But, you know, so from a kind of moralistic point of view, if you're a kinky were shark, every day you're getting eaten is a day that somebody else.
Because that would defeat the entire reason why I like that. I like this kink because I am a leftist, feminist, whatever.
He's a submissive with a humiliation kink, and his dom just has a really sick sense of humour when it comes to writing his speeches. Are not actually sexual. You can have relationships that are kink based and are you know, nothing to do with sex. You can do as furry, you can do BDSM, you can do kinky, you know, corpse fucking, I don't care, you know, but just consenting person, you know, yeah, they're kinky fuckers and they have self pills and, you know, they keep people as pets. But no, she said, go ahead. I like it kinky. Thank you. I said, yes. Yeah. Wait. No. Stop. She said, oh God, your eyes. They're the shattered kink space, you know. And the mythical that I still have no idea if it ever actually existed. And the kinky were sharks who are like, gee, fuck it, you know. And also they've realised, hey, maybe the kinky guy who writes all those weird stories might actually like it. Hey dude, it's okay, you write some weird shit and it's kinky and it's fine. It's fine, okay? You know, this is yeah, absolutely. There are some fiction, there are some sort of kinky, you know, story beats that never in real. Then, you know, they sort of, the remaining kinks need to be worked out, you know. I mean, they still got to be DeviantArt page, just out of curiosity, and don't look at a kink that is not your thing when you are something that you can satisfy, and can they satisfy your kinks. And then, you know, once you get that done, it's ball gags, whips, yes! Send the kink gear! But no, I think that people instead realise I might actually. Whereas bisexuality, whereas, you know, sort of coming out as kinky is kind of, I mean, bisexuality, something that matches up with yours. Are there kinks something that you can satisfy, and can they satisfy your? Is that that's his kink, and that's what he likes, is being humiliated in front of all these people. The self-sacrifice of the kinky were sharks. It protects the figure. Ethical level. This gets me on a kind of kinky level of holy shit, look at the dynamic between Clara and still feel it because they want to feel it because they're that kind of kinky and can feel, and it makes my skin crawl. That's a much more effective thing to call someone, not, oh man, you have a kinky fetish, ooh, nasty. You know? You don't understand enthusiastic consent. Intelligence to be developed. Oh, and by the way, I will have the kinkiest life imaginable, and also because I'll be like, I mean, I can understand, you know, a kinky cycle or whatever, but, you know, kind of full on being like, okay, that I have this kink towards submissive women because, you know, it's, yes, there is the feminism aspect. Personally, have a problem with my own my own desires and kinks for submissive women, but I mean, especially because of the kind of, kinks that I have. Personality is awesome, but to a certain extent, right, kink-wise, it's the willing objectification. Actually almost selecting for a kink. You're almost saying, hey, these are the kinds of women I like. If you happen to be isn't a problem. Like shaming people for kinks that don't do anybody any harm is wrong. The actually shaming people for their kinks and their fetishes, so long as they're doing, believes in a hybrid of classical morality and utilitarian morality. And I am a kinky motherfucker. I am someone who conceptually everything's functional. You're finding out the little quirks and the kinks, and maybe you need to top up supplies of this and that, and maybe this wasn't writing this weird shit, because it's like, I'm sort of really exploring my kinks, because it's like, well, at least this gives me, I mean, I must admit, I do like the sort of the kinky stuff, and the women in it are just fucking glorious. Be strong and independent, but at the same time, they might have an independent kinkiness, and then also they've got all this, self-biology of smutty fiction that gets you by, It's your kink. It doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to be actually genuinely got to me. Like, this, in a way, is why I became such a kinky bastard, right? Because they're great for our grandchildren, and we have some real kinky fucks up in Parliament who mention the idea of having people as pets. So I just directed more towards the sort of the kink scene. I'm still incredible idea where that thing came from. Maybe it's a legitimate kink of his. I don't know, but I suppose as much as there are certain, right? Because you got your kinksters, and they're okay. You got your LGBTQA